But let's talk about some other great beginner plants to start with. So we will always have either peas or beans growing in our garden. Peas are in the cool season. Beans are going to be in the warm season. They're really easy to grow. If you haven't tasted a pea out of a garden, you haven't tasted a pea before, because they don't taste anything like it. Once they get an hour or two old, even, they kind of lose their flavor.
I will say too, it's a really good one for a beginner because you can plant one plant and you get a huge amount of harvest from them. So it's really good because you get a lot of success. So it's really encouraging, I feel like. So I always tell people, start with beans and peas. It's exciting.
Yep. We've talked about basil, so we'll skip over that one.
Yeah.
If you want to start with tomatoes, cherry tomatoes are the easiest ones to grow. The larger tomatoes just require a little more care and a little more luck. We're in Oklahoma, so hailstorms come by a lot in the spring, and one of those can just devastate a tomato plant. And with cherry tomatoes, you're going to get them a lot faster, and you're just going to have more success.
Plus, you pick them sooner, so you don't have to worry about like a pest coming along and finding it and munching on it along the way. So you can pick it a lot sooner than you can the big plump ones.
Yeah. Broccoli is another great plant to start with. We do recommend some of the Broccolini varieties. So some varieties of broccoli grow like a really big head, like the ones you're used to seeing from the grocery store probably. Those ones we don't typically grow as much because they take a lot longer for that head to form. We like to grow the ones that produce a ton of little side shoots.
I will say Aspa Brock is the variety that we really like at Park. They have a really good, it's amazing because it does the little side shoots and it grows super well for us. So every year we always grow Aspa Brock.
Yeah, that's our favorite. Yeah. And the cool thing about broccoli too is the entire plant is edible. So you can eat the leaves and all that too. We learned that one year in a hailstorm because our broccoli got devastated, and I learned that we could still eat the leaves.
Yeah, we were so sad at first. We thought all of our plants were ruined and we had nothing, but we were like, oh, we can actually eat the leaves and everything too. We stir fried them up. Oh, it was so tasty. It was really good.
Lettuce is very easy to grow. It's also pretty awesome because once you cut it, it will regrow again, usually a couple times. You'll usually be able to keep getting lettuce off of it until it gets too hot. So lettuce is a great one to start with. We have some mixes that are a good place to start. There's different varieties that kind of go well together. Peppers are typically pretty easy to grow. I see a comment here about Peppergate, and I can tell you that Peppergate was not something that affected you if you shop from our app. That was not something that Park Seed or we had to deal with. If you don't know, last year there was a situation where a lot of the peppers that people ordered were not the peppers that they thought they ordered, and they didn't know this until they grew all the way out.
People grew a lot of banana peppers, I think.
It was a whole thing on Facebook last year. So shop with us, and you'll be safe from Peppergate. But peppers are great because you get a ton of peppers off of one plant, and it can really build your confidence.
Mm-hmm. And they're really easy to preserve at the end of the season. So if you don't eat a lot of them, you can really easily just chop them up and freeze them, and you can use them for a year. It lasts for a very long time.
And don't forget, on all the things we're talking about today, you can save 15% with code SPOON15.
Yes.
Radish are very easy to grow. I don't like radish. I still haven't figured out how to eat it and like it. But it does feel cool to have a full-grown radish in 28 days.
Yeah. And the kids love it too, especially there's a rainbow, the gourmet mix. That's what it is. The gourmet mix from Park Seed. It has a whole bunch of different colors, and the kids loved to harvest that. They thought it was just the coolest thing ever. They were pulling out going, purple! Just screaming out the colors as they were harvesting it. They were so excited.
And then lastly, zinnias, our favorite flowers to grow. They're very easy to grow. And the cool thing about zinnias is they will come back year after year on their own. So the seeds drop down and they come back the next year, and you don't have to do much. So they're also great for pollinators. They attract all sorts of butterflies. They also attract praying mantis and stuff like that you need in your garden. So they're just really cool flowers. And they have all different heights of ones. We just built one of the big gardens that we just built is going to be full of zinnias, 14 feet by 4 feet.
I'm really excited about that one. Yeah.
She's very excited.
So we're going to have all sorts of different colors and varieties of zinnias. Oh, there's so many different types. Park has over 100 different zinnia types. It's incredible. I love it. I could go a little crazy just shopping there and getting like one of every variety.